Despite silver prices staying relatively flat, one silver producer is planning to ramp up production. With me now is Brad Cook of Endeavour Silver. Welcome back to the show, Brad.
Thank you.
So big plans for 2018 despite this silver price that doesn't seem to be budging here.
Yeah, we were busy during the bear market acquiring development projects for our pipeline, and the first one is going to come on in April. So that's part of the 20% production growth this year.
And how are you able to do that within the context of this silver price that, as I mentioned, is having difficulty even hitting $20 an ounce?
Well, so this year's production growth is partly the one new project, one new mine, and partly the recovery of some troubles at one of our other mines. And how are we able to do it? Basically, the development pipeline is not just a means to grow our production, it's a means to reduce our costs. The economic studies done on both El Compass and Terronera are both lowest quartile costs for the silver sector. So that's really our focus on not only quantity but quality.
And what's your sentiment regarding the silver price? Are you one of these CEOs that feels uber bullish, or would you say you're more neutral, or how do you see it?
Oh, well, I'm obviously a bull. I'm a little bit more cautious short term. I think that the next few months are already baked in and we're going to see more of the same. So just a tight trading range, low volatility. But given that gold and silver are tied to the financial cycle, and the financial cycle is coming to a resounding close in the next 3 years, that's the debt and deficit cycle. I think I agree with most silver CEOs that we're going to have a great 3-year run here.
Is that triple-digit silver for you?
I don't put a number on
Okay.
it, but I can use an analogy. In 1980, when gold ran to 850, silver ran to 54, and the gold-silver ratio
right now is
circled down to 16 to 1 at that time. We're at 78 to 1,
Right.
so we're right at the top end of the gold-silver ratio, and it's a given that as you get into a precious metals market, that ratio tumbles.
What are your thoughts on silver supply? This has been such a big debate within our industry as to the amount of silver that's actually circulating. Are we in a deficit or not?
Depending on who you read, CPM says no and GFMS says yes. But both of them agree that new mine supply has flattened and in fact declined last year. And because silver is the one metal that's primarily a byproduct of copper, lead, and zinc mines, and in a 5-year commodity bear market, there are no new copper, lead, and zinc mines. The forecast is for a multi-year decline in new mine supply of byproduct silver.
So is it just a question of getting investment demand back into the metal here?
Well, that's I think a part of it. That's really the top end of the cycle. This area, we've finished basing in the precious metals, and we're now moving into the next leg of this financial cycle, but it's moving in slow motion. And I know everybody wants metals to move faster, but everything's baked in. I think we're in a good part of the cycle. This is a very good time to be aggressive at growing your business.
Do you think that silver miners should be doing more to get interest back into the space here?
Well, I think we're all pretty bullish on the space, and there's a lot of distractions for investors, like Bitcoin. So I'm not worried about that. The cycle will come around, and I think the latter half of this year will be very...
I had one silver CEO tell me, well, you know what? There wouldn't be Bitcoin without silver.
Yeah, most likely.
Brad Cook, thanks so much.
Thank you.